No, he's not. He said he's built like that. Duck, duck.
Send it again.
Oh, he said send that motherfucker again, bitch.
Hey, we all heard it say that, right?
Exactly.
Let me know when you send it.
If it says on the BITCH. I'm just kidding. I'm about to get my ass whooped. Oh, he said what time tomorrow? Never mind. Chris Jamar Chase Chambliss. Oh yeah.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL has us at the venerable Superdome in downtown New Orleans. Tonight, it's a good Week 9 matchup here on a Monday night between the Baltimore Ravens and the New Orleans Saints. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9? Devin Duvernay now returning from the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
No, I don't know, bro. I just missed the game, bro. My bad. Yeah, I'm being a bitch, bro. My bad. Q, Trey. Travis, I got an X Factor game with DJ Moore. Better, bro. I got T. Higgins to a superstar, so I need him to get something. But what if they did on this update patch?
The drive will commence with a run by J.K. Dobbins. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be second down. This defense for the Saints, they played really well in the win over the Raiders a week ago.
And I think our statistician, we ended up having to bring the blue tent and put it around him for a while because he was developing a hand injury from having to write down all the turnovers this team forced. 5, 6, 7, 8. Absolutely unbelievable. I hope he'll recover.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. An option handoff here to Dobbins. And he's got room. And they work this well upfield across the 45. On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3. And it's second down. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Off the play fake to Dobbins. Here's Jackson. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And this is caught inside the 5. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. A big play there. His first NFL reception goes for 6. And the Ravens will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Justin Tucker for the extra point. And the Ravens lead at 7-0.
Makes the score Ravens 7, Saints nothing. Justin Tucker is a kickoff.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Winston and the Saints now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They begin on the ground with Kamara. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for. One of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
The deadline?
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Marcus Bryant, did he get anybody?
Here's Winston. Right side caught by Jackson. The result, only 4 yards there on the play.
Oh, that was a
3rd
good
and
deal.
7 now. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead.
And he fires one that's intercepted. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. So a nice play defensively by the rookie coming up with the INT.
And that's a late-round pick right there, making a first-round impact. And a lot of these day 3 corners, they end up winding up on special teams and sub-packages and even on the practice squad. But he's really made an impact on this defense, and he comes up with the interception there.
You see that?
Big Mike!
Jackson with a handoff to Dobbins on the option.
That's
Pretty
crazy.
good burst right there as he'll take this down to the 33. 40 yards rushing for him now. He's only carried the ball 4 times. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Another run here with Dobbins. And they string that play out nicely. He's stopped before he can turn upfield. No gain, 2nd down. A free safety roaming all the way up to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
How about his ability to trust his eyes and figure out it was not a pass play and go fast towards the line of scrimmage in order to make that tackle?
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Now Jackson taps this forward, jet sweep.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
Come back in offense.
On third down. Here's Dobbins. And it looks like he's going to be stopped short of the first down by about a yard. It's a pickup of 3, but it brings up what will be an interesting 4th and 1.
So many things go into making a good play on defense. In this situation, just not being blown out of the way was a big start, and then a nice tackle to finish things off.
So Jackson will head to the Ravens sideline. And comes Justin Tucker for the field goal try. Tucker's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense, the firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
Well, yeah.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They find themselves down 10-0 early after the interception on their opening drive led to a field goal.
So now they've got to pick up the mantle a little bit. You mentioned the team's down 10. They've helped contribute to that. How are they going to get their team back into this ball game? Run the offense that you think is going to be effective and execute it at a high level.
The run only got a yard. Second and 9. On play action, Winston. He'll rifle this one deep right side. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked up by Brandon Stephens. And the Ravens are going to take over here up near the 40. He's continuing to be a big presence defensively. Remember last week, AFC Defensive Player of the Week, and a big pick right there.
And when you pile up big numbers, it gets everyone's attention. But sometimes the number just needs to be, how many game-changing plays did you make? Did you take the ball away from the other team? He just did that, trying to win the award again this week.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Just the one misstep for them in the first half of the season. 7-1 is the record at the midway point. And in terms of whatever power rankings you want to go by, they're at or near the top of the list in terms of best teams in the National Football League.
And for me, in my little bit of rankings here, I've got them at the top. I know there's still 2 months to go. We've seen teams get off to hot starts and then fade away due to injuries or the schedule or whatever. But unless there are a rash of injuries on this team, I'd be surprised if they're on a first or a second seed come playoff time.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. And he'll be taken down at the 34. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Option play, and they'll hand to Dobbins. And good running, going to get this down close to a first at the Saints 26. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll try to run for it with Dobbins. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. They'll run to Dobbins. And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. J.K. Dobbins, his 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And his guy's now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead. Tucker with the extra point. And that makes our score 17-0.
Saints nothing. Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
So an early advantage now and a good one. 17-0 our scores. They kick this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Saints take over 1st and 10.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Jameis to throw it. Looking long for Thomas. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
And attempted a deep ball there, and they didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely going to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
It's a return of 4 following a 42-yard punt. And the Ravens, they'll take over.
And they're on 34-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done, because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
On 2nd down, a run with Dobbins. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42.
85 yards for him on the ground so far tonight, as he has been terrific in this first half.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that.
And looking for Andrews, but this is intercepted.
It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu.
And the Saints will take over possession here up at the 44.
Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, right? Because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time. And you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Again, it's Kamara. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. 8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Winston now. He's got a man. It's his fullback.
And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Winston to give. It's Kamara. And they're knocking on the door now. There's a good run there. Going to take this to about the 10-yard line.
They go play action. Winston. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here that's close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
They'll go again here from the 10-yard line on 2nd and goal. Play fake. Winston. That's going to be complete on the sideline, but, you know, that throw left him no room to run, and the good footwork nearly all for naught. Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Now flags will come in. And I think this is against the Saints up front. A bad time for a false start penalty as they're backed up now for 3rd and goal. Throwing, Winston. Forced out to his left. And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's 4th down. Winston to the sideline here on 4th down, and Will Lutz gets set for a New Orleans field goal try. The kick by Lutz is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is that the kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well, and kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Jackson. That would complete to the former Seminole, Auden Tate. A big play there on the catch and run. 55 yards. Well, we know that he can beat you in a number of ways. He can catch it short, he can take it long, or he can do what we just saw right there, catch it and then run with the football. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Line of scrimmage, the 9. 2nd and about a yard. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson doing it himself from 9 yards out. And the Ravens have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns. Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And he gets in. But no one was expecting a fake there, but they add 2 more onto their lead.
Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. They run it again with Kamara. Oh, able to avoid him. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here.
Calais Campbell on the stop. A gain of 10. Brings up 3rd
3rd and 1. Here's Winston. He is going to find Hill here. And he is going to have a Saints first down, and comfortably so, as he gets 5 there on 3rd and a yard.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Off the play fake, Winston. And he rifles one incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Here's Winston. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion.
All right, help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well. So give some credit to the defense.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. Now Winston. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it. Now a fair catch signaled for and made right about the 43-yard line. Pretty woeful there, just 23 yards on the punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And with great starting field position and a couple of timeouts at their disposal, they'll certainly have the green light here. Jackson now off the bootleg. Escaping the pressure. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. Another try after the first down sack. Jackson. Flush to his right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
And this drive is almost over before it began, thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on first down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
This time they stay on the ground. And they'll indeed stop him on 3rd down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? It's a gain of 11, but they're still well short. It's 4th down. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting Ravens out in front. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Saints going to go on offense first, and they trail here as we begin quarter number 3. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Well, they look up at the scoreboard facing that deficit. A 3-score game, Charles, but look, there's plenty of time to go here. The old football cliche that comes to my mind is you can't get it all back at once. They probably need something, though, out of this drive, at least 3 points.
Are you trying to say that there's no 3-score drive on that play sheet for any one of those coordinators? They just don't have it, right? You're trying to get it all back. You know you can't get it back in one drive. But maybe cut into it a little bit, as you just suggested. Try and create a little bit of momentum, a little bit of a spark, and then maybe that'll carry over. As a passer, you're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of a defense.
A first down throw for Winston. Flushed out right. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going. Trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the third quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Play action now. Winston. And Jameis intercepted a third time. Picked up by Jalen Armour-Davis. And the Ravens are going to get the football there as he gets this up to the 38-yard line.
Partner, I see you reaching for the white flag. Put it down. I don't want you throwing it, but I understand why. Because if you do, you're hoping they might actually stop this game, because we're in blowout territory right now. That interception just surrendered any momentum they built up in the locker room during halftime. So game plan, it's in the garbage. Time to try something new in this one.
So first and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in for second half blowout material. Dobbins going to take the handoff on the option. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 106 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here, because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Now Dobbins again on second down. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. Jackson firing quickly out wide for Bateman. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. So another touchdown there, and even though we're still just here in the third quarter, kind of hard now to see them giving up this lead.
And this is just an offense that's imposing its will right now. You name it, they're able to do it. If you're the play caller, whatever you want to select is there. You want to run it, you want to throw it, pick a play, any play. They're rocking and rolling right now.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think
there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Winston eluding the pressure right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
His impatience has to be bubbling over, trying to find a way to get his team to the end zone for the first time. He did find a way to break contain and get outside to buy his receivers a little extra time, but the connection couldn't be made on that throw.
Jameis again. Steps away to his left. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by Patrick Queen. And the Ravens will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. Well, to be blunt, not a whole lot has gone right for this defense in this ball game, but that's something right there. Still in the 3rd quarter. It would take something around miracle territory for a comeback, but maybe that's a start, Charles.
It certainly is, and they're definitely showing that there's some fight still left in them. Hasn't been a banner day, but they're trying their best to put that disappointment behind them and find ways to make plays.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
3rd quarter on a Monday night with a 2nd and 10 coming up. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get the momentum going again.
On the move to his, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Looks like a 9-yard loss, and it also brings up 4th. The Ravens send their punter out now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the 3rd. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense.
It's a game that they would rather probably forget about, at least to this point, Charles. And one reason is turnovers. The turnover on the last drive, they had the issue in the first half as well, and that's really, unfortunately for them, helped to put this game out of reach.
And you know they won't admit it to themselves, but we know that winning the game is pretty much out of the picture now. So their bottom line is, how do they play a clean game the rest of this one, right? Take care of the football, no more turnovers, and see how that works.
And my goodness, another interception.
Kyle Hamilton picks it, and the Ravens are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. Well, there's 2 sides to this coin. I mean, on one side, 5 interceptions now thrown for him. That's tough. But, man, this defense, they have been ball hawking and impressive. But, Charles, let's flip it back over. If you're coaching a quarterback that's struggling this month.
And he's taken down here by the Saints.
What a nice read and play by the defensive tackle. Never bought the play-action fake. Went right for the quarterback and put him on the ground.
Gotta imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Play action. It's Jackson.
That ball caught. It's Mark Andrews, the tight end.
And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. That one good for 26 and a 1st down. They go play action with Jackson.
And he'll go right back to Andrews. And the tackle going to be made at the 38.
He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his 2nd catch.
Yeah, and people have to come up with schemes to limit him. And what a lot of teams do They'll double him, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top. Sometimes they'll just take a corner, maybe their third corner if he's a bigger guy, and put him on a man-to-man to try and limit his touches. Just keep mixing it up, give him different angles, different looks, like a good boxer does.
Pass on the crossing route is complete. This is Andrews. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. This is caught. And in for the Ravens touchdown. A great effort there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Ravens will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. Jackson here is going to look to throw. And he's got it here for the 2 points, but there is a marker down, so we'll have to see what that's about. That hold coming from the left side of the line.
Hands got caught in the cookie jar on that one, and the flag came out. Penalty against him.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. And the Saints hands team able to rein this one in. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie.
Well, partner, they've certainly played up to their top 10 defensive ranking this week. They've stifled this opposing offense throughout this game. This contest is now lopsided because of their effort.
And the pressure gets there, and Winston goes down. Tyus Bowser able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That's going to be caught along the sideline, and what a job of keeping his feet in bounds. They say that's a catch. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion.
1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. From the gun, Winston. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Brandon Stephens. But with this advantage, this defense knew that passes were coming, and they stayed in position, Charles, and picked one off here in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, what a way to cap things off, huh? Because I think this is part of the game within the game. They see the scoreboard, they see what they can accomplish, and they went for it.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Partner, in the sportsmanship handbook, there's something to be said for calling the dogs off in a blowout. But these defenders, they also know this is the NFL, and it's their job to stop them.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens.
Change it. 13. Hey, middle.
They'll set up a throw. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this one dropped in the end zone. Looked like a touchdown, but not to be. And now it's 4th down. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. And that will extend their lead even further. Well, ultimately, not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Pass complete. Finds Thomas going across the middle. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down.
If he's their best threat on offense, use your number 1 cover guy on defense. It doesn't matter about size.
They have had him locked up. That just his first catch of the game. Big reason why they're down. On 1st and 10, Winston. And my goodness, another interception. Picked by Trayvon Mullen. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown. Well, this one was already ugly, and now it's just kind of becoming a feast on the defensive side of the football.
Yeah, partner, this is a unit that knows they've got this game in the bag with this huge lead, and it's going to drive their coaches crazy because they're telling them play it straight, do all the right things. But these guys are going to be freewheeling now. All of them are going to take chances, and that one pays off with an INT and a return for 6.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
On 2nd and 10, Winston. He's going to let this go deep for Jackson. And that's caught inside the 35. Winston to his big play receiver, Jackson. And even 70 yards.
That's good for the Saints.
Try to pound it in, Kamara. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Throwing, Winston. That is caught by Olave. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great play there. With touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Saints are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter. Looks good on the extra point as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. And this one recovered by the hands team for the Ravens. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. The first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Going deep here for Allen. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. Up big here in the 4th quarter, up really big. That pass and incompletion, I don't think they needed the completion, but Charles, this is an offense right now that they're just having fun. They're clicking on all cylinders.
Yeah, you're right. They didn't need a completion. They certainly don't need any more points, but they're not going to turn them down. They're going to continue to run what they have in their playbook, and they still want to run it efficiently.
And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. Tyrann Mathieu showing off a bit on that stop. Really nice tackle for loss.
I tell you, he brings the wood when he comes flying up in run support. He may be a safety, but he hits like a linebacker.
On 2nd and 12, Jackson. Trying to force it to Allen, and it's intercepted. Marcus May with a pick. And the Saints are going to have it here just past the 25. He's had it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
So just 3 yards on the completion there, and it'll be 2nd down. They'll pound it up the middle with Kamara, and the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the 1st down. On 3rd down, Winston. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. He's got him in, complete. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone. They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. They had the huge play last time. Here it is a much smaller gain of 2.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Kyle Hamilton picks it. It's a foot race. The 40. 20. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown. But not much defensive resistance on that drive. Really, Charles, the way this offense has been humming, they haven't faced much defensive resistance the entire game.
Yeah, I think it's safe to say that one team, their defense did not wake up and make it to the stadium for this one. So maybe some major changes on that side of the ball when we see them the next time out.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this back?
And that's caught inside the 35. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late, but he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. Lutz with the extra point as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. offense set at the line for this next drive. And right about now, heck, they might be wishing they did not have a bye week coming up next week. It appears they're going to go into that week off in high spirits as they've got this one. He's got a man, complete. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. And despite the late lead, Jackson to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And the Saints are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard
Ready to score.
And that's now a half-dozen interceptions for him over the last 2 games. Cassidy, remember, he threw 3 in the last ball game and now 3 more here.
He just scored a touchdown. I can't score? I thought that was a rule. Hey. Hey, I'm just, I thought it was because he scored.
And now here's another interception. Picked up by Brandon Stephens. And the Ravens come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over.
I know. 40, Reggie. 40. All that shit you've been talking, 40. Man, 40. You play me for your dignity back. Nah, Reggie, I will beat the shit out of you. You wouldn't want to be my friend in here no more.
They did not want to slow down anything. Absolutely a dream scenario for everyone.
No, I ain't got 100. I keep it real.
Advantage of every second. Guaranteed popcorn for everyone.
By 40. That's what I'm saying. Like, you haven't beat me yet. That's free money. You, Ronnie, you niggas is stupid. And I'm being a good guy by not taking you niggas money. You niggas suck. You want to talk because your homie, hey, your homie, I don't know who Reggie homie is in here, but he been talking a lot of shit and he just lost by 40 points. Don't tailgate with that sorry ass loser. Pass the message. Fucking scrub. Get out of here. I know. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, fuck Reggie.
Hey, that stop and go shit. Rashad Bateman was hard to the boat. Let's not
Who's number 2?
Bateman.
Okay. Oh, you changed it to 2? I know you get Game 5 one time. That's your shit? No, we get play Game 5 at the same time. I know you gotta play summer game. Summer games. I think it's like 6. 6 or 7. I'm about to boot through all these fucking parties. I'm about to do that every that's a kid. There's training.
What you want, Bill?
You're going to jail. That's called murder.
Fuck that nigga, bro. Assault on a minor. Battery on a female.
All I know is I'm chilling, I'm taking shit on my phone. Beep beep. Transpire. I look at that motherfucker, that bitch say 32 to 3. Oh! Get out of here. Call your cousin, Reggie.
Bro, this nigga is trash.
Call your cousin.
I told him to check up the city.
You don't put no fucking truck.
Fuck Reggie.
Bro, y'all niggas excited over one loss. It's one time. Hey, it was my fault because I wasn't home. I know I chose the wrong thing.
Not that I lost one game. I lost one game by 20 points. Who it is going to come?
Niggas win, niggas lose. Now look, I bet nigga look.
I understand that, but the way you lost was crazy.
I know, nigga, about 40. I threw fucking 9 picks. And how many picks did Lamar throw, dude? Like, what the fuck? Like, nigga, it's pretty simple. If a nigga throw 9 picks, what he gonna do? Lose the game?
I mean, the fact that he sat there and know how to read hops and he didn't know how to stop it didn't help either.
I mean, I didn't really feel like calling timeout. I didn't really care. He was already up, I think, at that point.
I was up the whole game.
Can't be that cold.
Who?
Can't be that cold. Can't be that cold.
Hey, let me just
Suck Giannis to death.
Fucking Michael Thomas broke his collarbone.
That's the best part of the game.
Awful. Nigga, it can't be part of the game. Lamar not getting hurt. I'm creaming his ass.
Here we go again. Back-to-back bye weeks. How lucky am I? I got my shit on conservative.